graduates, as you can hear in their barks. But as you all know, Sheriff Mark Pettway with the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, it's been vital of his support with animals in Jefferson County. And so we wanted to do something unique and different, and it hasn't been done before, and celebrate the K-9 unit and their handlers for all their hard work, especially with the World Games coming up. They've been vital in making sure that they have all the certifications that they need to make sure that not only the citizens of Jefferson County, but all of the visitors who will be here for the World Games will be able to enjoy it in a safe environment. So without further ado, we're going to start our first ever K-9 recertification graduation, and I'm going to let Sheriff Mark Pettway take it away with remarks.
Good morning. We're glad that you all have joined us for this momentous occasion. Our K-9 unit plays a valuable part in locating criminals and evidence in any setting. Though our dogs are friendly, they have undergone rigorous training that has elevated them into highly efficient police officers. Today, we salute both our dogs and their handlers who have worked tirelessly to ensure that the citizens of Jefferson County are safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff Pettway. I'm Lieutenant Kerry Morgan. I'm over the K-9 unit here with all of our chaos that we have going on now, the 19 dogs that we have. Basically, what I'm going to kind of give you an overview of what our dogs do and kind of what our handlers do on a daily basis. Yeah, this is they're calling this a graduation for their recertification, but really, I saw it as an opportunity to kind of show my appreciation and Sheriff's appreciation for what you guys do on a daily basis, not just when we do annual recertifications, but what you guys do on a daily basis and y'all's commitment and dedication to what you guys do, because these dogs provide valuable services to everybody in Jefferson County and even outside of our county. We go outside of Jefferson County to assist agencies that don't have these same resources that we're fortunate enough to have. And that's really all thanks to Sheriff Pettway and his team for allowing us to grow in the manner that we have and have the quality of handlers and dogs that we do have. And, we're all of us are very appreciative of it as well. So basically, we have tracking dogs, we have narcotics detection dogs, and we have explosive detection dogs, and we have human remains detection dog, and we have a therapy/companion dog, which we'll kind of talk about here in just a minute. Our narcotics dogs, which most people are familiar with, they assist us on a daily basis in locating dangerous narcotics and getting those narcotics on a daily basis. They work in different areas. We have narcotics dogs that work in our jail that try to help keep the flow of any kind of narcotics coming into the corrections environment. We have dogs that work directly in the Vice and Narcotics unit. They do search warrants on a regular basis, directed traffic stops and things like that. We have narcotics dog in our school resource division. They daily not only try to locate narcotics that are in our schools, but that's also an amazing tool for a school resource officer. And we have we're fortunate enough to have 3 dogs in the school. And just seeing how well these dogs open up the door to make these relationships with these kids is really amazing. And that's been something that I've really been proud of, is how our dogs in the school environment serve. We have dogs that work on highway interdiction. Their job is to find large amounts of narcotics traveling down the roadway, going to their final destination, whether it be Birmingham, Atlanta, Nashville, wherever. And that's their job. Am I missing anybody? Okay, pretty much. I think that's it for the narcotics dogs. Our explosive detection dogs, we have 5 of them. We have 2 that work in a school setting, 2 that work in a patrol setting, and then I have my explosive detection dog, which is, he's an admin guy, as you can tell. But they perform evidence searches for handguns, for shell casings at shooting scenes. 2 of our school resource officers have explosive detection dogs. They can locate and have located weapons at school or in vehicles in the parking lot. And we assist agencies on search warrants when they're looking for explosives or handguns. They provide these valuable sweeps. They're going to be a vital part of our plan for the World Games, along with lots of other dogs out there, lots of other help from other agencies, local, state, and federal, to make sure that these venues are safe for when people do come in to Birmingham from all over from 180 different countries, and they're coming here expecting to be safe, and those 5 dogs will do their part in making sure that that's the case. Our tracking dogs, we have some that are just strictly tracking dogs. We have 3 bloodhounds that are strictly tracking dogs, and you'll see in a minute we have one named Gunner and one named Naya. We've had them for 8 to 9 years, respectively. And that was kind of an interesting deal where we got those. Those came from a foundation called the Jimmy Rice Foundation in Florida. And what they do is they donate bloodhounds, specifically bloodhounds, to law enforcement agencies all over the country. That's right, Gunner. And their mission is, they had a child who was kidnapped. He was a little boy and he was murdered, and they felt like if there was a bloodhound available that they would have been able to find him. And that's their life mission now, is to donate bloodhounds. And we're fortunate enough to have 2 of those dogs, as well as Sutton, our other bloodhound dog, who's fresh off the training. Deputy Cleveland, he handles our first ever human remains detection dog. It's not something that we want to use, but it is a valuable tool for our detectives and as well as other agencies. But he's traveled all over the state with his dog, and it helps bring closure to these families that are looking for their loved ones that have not been recovered or found. And it's, like I said, it's unfortunate that we have to have a job like that, but he does a valuable service, and his dog Cheeto out there doing that on a regular basis. And finally, our last dog, and this is something new to us as well. Renee, she works in our victims assistance unit, and the victims assistance unit, they assist victims with getting resources that they need, keeping them up to date on court cases and how that progresses and all that. Well, Renee got herself a companion dog. Is that, am I using the right word? Companion dog. And what Georgia, her dog, does is she'll comfort victims. One of the best stories she told me, there was a little girl who had been sexually assaulted, and she didn't want to tell anybody about it, not even the people at the Prescott house. And she took Georgia in there, and the little girl sat down and told Georgia the whole story. And that's just an invaluable tool, which I see as a growing discipline in law enforcement. I think you're going to see more and more of these types of dogs working in schools and working with victims assistance units and stuff like that. So that's kind of an overview of what our dogs do. I just take this time to say, how proud I am of everybody that works really hard to keep their dogs to where they can certify every year. We're not doing anything else that no other K-9 unit in the state's doing. That's not what we're saying. All these dogs out here, we try to be above the industry standard. And these guys, their daily commitment to these dogs and working these dogs, is a testament to how well they do in recertifications and how they do on a day-to-day basis in their jobs. I was told to keep it brief. I could talk all day on this because I'm very passionate about dogs, but without further ado, we'll hand out our recertification certificates here and just call you up briefly and you get your certificate. And then I think they have some stuff for you on the end down there. Deputy Barry Deed, he has K-9 Duke. He's one of our newest dogs. He works in the Corrections Division in Birmingham to do narcotics detection. If you'll walk down there, Barry, and get your stuff. Hey, Danny, come here. I'm gonna give you your certificate, and I'm gonna let you get the rest out. Sergeant Barry, his dog is Zeke. You bring Zeke up here, Jason. Zeke's another one of our newest dogs. He was donated to us by a training academy over in Atlanta, Georgia, and he's one of our newest narcotics dogs. He works on highway interdiction as well. There's your certificate. I'll say before you get in there. Go get your stuff, and then I'll let you hand the rest of these out. These dogs have a mind of their own sometimes, I'm just telling you. So Georgia is our companion dog. We use our victim assistance unit. Beautiful little Labrador Golden Retriever mix there.
Next up, we have Diesel.
Corporal Malachi Wardell's got Diesel. Diesel's not the friendliest dog, but he's a narcotics detection dog and tracking dog, and very efficient at doing it.
We have Riley.
Deputy Michael Lawrence with his black lab Riley. He doesn't get along with other boys. He works at Corner Middle School, and it has a narcotics detection dog.
Looks like a grand entrance.
That's right.
Next up, we have Cheeto.
Deputy Drew Cleveland, he's got Cheeto, our humans remains detection dog. Like I told you, like I explained to you, very valuable tool for the sheriff's office.
Next up, we have K-9 Coda.
Sergeant Kim Pugh with Coda works in Birmingham Corrections, making sure that our jails stay free of narcotics. And his dog Coda is a Belgian Malinois.
Next up, we have K-9 Max.
The championship's got a German Shepherd Max. He works on highway interdiction as a narcotics detection dog. He's ready for his treat.
Next up, we have the invasive Loki.
Gotta make sure the room's clear before Loki comes through. Loki's another one of our newer dogs. He was donated to us by a private. John works in vice and narcotics, and his dog primarily does Deputy Chad King, he's got pistol works, narcotics, and tracking. She's one of our senior members of the K-9 unit, and they work on the sheriff's neighborhood enforcement team, taking the worst of our streets here in Jefferson County.
Next up, we have K-9 Razor.
All right.
Deputy Michael Steele has a Belgian Malinois named Razor. Razor is a narcotics and tracking.
Next up, we have K-9 Gunner, who is one in the front.
We know Gunner.
AJ Brasher, Amy Brasher, she handles Gunner. Gunner's one of our older bloodhound tracking dogs that I told you we got from the Jimmy Rice Foundation. AJ works out of the Bessemer Patrol Division, and he's a tracking dog. And they're talking. They love each other.
Next up, we have K-9 Sutton.
K-9 Sutton was donated by a local company. She's a tracking dog. Deputy Finley Corporal Finley works in Center Point on patrol. Sutton is a tracking dog. Interesting thing about Sutton's name is we had a K-9 handler a few years ago pass away of cancer. His name was Daryl Sutton, and so Sutton is his namesake, making him very proud. I'm sure he's just now turned a year old. He has a pretty good record right now in catching folks. He's doing well.
Next up is K-9 Naya.
Deputy Chris Docker, another bloodhound from the Jimmy Rice Foundation. Naya, she's tracking dog. Chris works on night shift in Center Point, and Naya is one of our older bloodhounds. So let's go through and say hey.
Next up, we have K-9 Fuse.
Fuse is a yellow lab. Handler is Will Johnson. Will is the SRO at Fultondale High School. Fuse is as you can guess, Fuse is a bomb detection dog. And he's one of three. All three blondes that we have are all brothers. We bought them all at the same time from the same litter. So that's you'll think you look at the same dog over and over again.
And next we have K-9 Eli.
Eli, handled by Deputy Matt Mitchell. Just another yellow lab bomb detection dog. He works Forestdale day shift right now on patrol.
Next up we have Spark, K-9 Spark.
Spark is the last of our trio brotherhood here. He's another yellow lab. Charlie Robertson is handler. He serves as one of our bomb technicians, and Spark is just another one of his tools that he uses to do his job. Charlie works in Forestdale on day shift, and like I said, Spark is explosive detection.
Next up is K-9 Riggs.
Riggs is a chocolate lab. It was donated to us by a private business locally. Riggs' handler is Megan Morgan. She served as a school resource officer at Oak Grove Elementary, and Riggs is an explosive detection dog as well.
Next up is yours, K-9 Otis.
Otis. Otis is kind of an interesting story. He came to me by way of the TSA. Birmingham police used him at the airport. He was a TSA dog, and they retired him at an early age because the handler got out of the system or out of the program, and he wasn't getting along with the handler's new dog. So he called me up and donated him to the sheriff's office. Otis is an explosive detection dog, and I handle him, and we work out of headquarters. That's it. If y'all would just give yourselves a hand. We appreciate all the hard work you guys do and continue to do on a daily basis. And I know Sheriff Pettway is committed to giving us everything we need, and he certainly has done that. Thank you.
Thank you, Lieutenant Morgan, for that wonderful presentation. Now we're going to hear from Allison with the Greater Birmingham Humane Society to talk about community support and what it means to have the K-9s involved in keeping Jefferson County safe.
How's everybody doing? As the CEO of the Jefferson County and Greater Birmingham Humane Society, please know that this is our life every single day, multiplied by 700. So we deal with this whole thing every day at our offices, and our employees are committed to the animals just as much as you guys are. There was the idea to put a cap on the dogs today for graduation. I think that worked out real well. That did not happen. Y'all approve that? So I just wanted to tell y'all that I appreciate, our employees appreciate, and the Humane Society appreciates your dedication and commitment. I am a crime victim. I appreciate law enforcement very much. I survived a child serial killer and rapist from Tarrant City that was my offender when I was 7 years old. We put him in prison. And I began my relationship with law enforcement in 1972. So y'all have been a part of my family's life and my life, most of my life. And I will always, and I know y'all get told this all the time, but not enough, how much victims' families appreciate the sacrifice and the commitment that y'all make to this job, especially right now. Y'all have chosen a profession it's a tough to be in right now, and you've chosen to do it with a K-9 partner, which makes it even, I think, more difficult. And you have a major international premier event coming up, and the entire world is going to be watching y'all. I don't think in my 57 years of being on the planet, I know there's been other times, and y'all are much younger than me. I don't think we've ever lived in more evil times than we do right now. And as you all know, you don't ever know when that event is going to happen. That's the big event. And y'all train and prepare for this every single day. And you are in the prayers of the Greater Birmingham Humane Society as you approach this event, because as you know, this event would be the perfect opportunity for evil to show its face in our community. And it is people like you that stop that kind of evil. When you love a dog, as much as I know y'all love these dogs, you have a lot of very good days and one really bad one. True. Always remember that we know how hard it is to do what you do. Anybody can hold the helm of the boat in the sea that is calm. Lawlessness, in my opinion, is like a virus, and unfettered and uncontained, it is like a weed. But evil is powerless if the good are unafraid, and that is who all of you are. It takes tremendous leadership and courage to do what y'all do. And you sacrifice your lives every single day for people you don't even know, people like me when I was a child. Your commitment and dedication to this profession is so appreciated by this community. We appreciate your K-9 partners, and we appreciate you, the human guardians of these partners. If y'all need anything at any time for your K-9 partner or for yourselves, you pick up the phone and call me, and we'll make sure you have it any time of the night or day, whatever you need. Thank you. Know how much we appreciate you, Sheriff Pettway. Know how much we appreciate how you have you have increased the visibility of how important K-9s and our animals are in our community. Thank you for that commitment. And thank all of you so very much. From the bottom of my family's heart and mind, we love you all so, so very much. Thank y'all.
All right. Well, that concludes our first K-9 recertification graduation. I'm hoping that this is the first of many I hope you guys enjoy your treats, your graduation treats. And we've got a couple of media people back there. So I'll get with Lieutenant Morgan about which dogs may be good for a little interview. We have wanted the oath. Is it too late to try to see if they'll bark if you say the oath?
Oh, I'm sure they'll bark.
Okay.
Maybe not on command, but they.
We'll let you, I don't know the oath, but y'all, we'll start it. You know it. Sheriff's gonna read it.
We're so thankful for all the handlers and the dogs that we have in our K-9 program. We have increased the program since being here by 12. And we're thankful for everyone that's part of the program and everything that you do each and every day to make our community safer. Now, we're about to give the oath of office, the same oath that you take as a deputy, the dog's about to take as a deputy also to be commissioned here in Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. So we appreciate their service, and now they're officially about to be deputized. So we can get in the bar and the spot where you say your name, we'll say the remainder of the oath, but we just want them to be able to mention their name as we give out the oath. So come on, dogs. All of a sudden they get quiet. There we go. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Alabama, so long as I continue a citizen thereof, and that I will faithfully, honestly, and fearlessly discharge the duties of the office of Deputy Sheriff to the best of my ability, so help me God. You are now commissioned to carry out the rest of your duties, and we appreciate also the partnership that we have with the Greater Birmingham Humane Society and Allison Cornelius Black. We're thankful for all that they do to help and assist us with the animals that we have here and the animal control program that we have. So now you are commissioned to carry out the duties, and we expect great things out of you. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
And I just wanted to add one thing. Again, thank you, Allison. They provided the goodie bags for the dogs as well. So thank you for their graduation gift. All right.